Welcome to the fourth part of our tutorial series on how to break stuff using the destruction system in Unreal Engine 5, which is the chaos destruction system. And today we are going to build a blueprint that will be holding a geometry collections inside it and encode fields, and if we spawn it into the level like I'm doing right now and put a master field inside it, every geometry that will be inside the yellow squares will be anchored automatically. So let's see how we are going to do this. And first, let's um, learn about master field first, because we are going to use it. And I want to talk about the master field first. I will make a video on the master field later on, which I will explain in details everything I know about the master field. So this will be fun. So the first thing, I have copied this master field into the this folder tot2 that I've created, and I also copied the FS encode field generic into the same folder, which we are going to use today. So the master field is a unique field that every geometry collection that is colliding with it will be applied on strains and will be break or something else. It will depend on the field setting that you will be setting up, but let's take a geometry collection, put it inside, and the damage threshold is the default, and the setting of this master field is also the default. So I will click on play and let's see what happened. After a delay of 1 second, which we can obviously change here, every geometry that will be inside this sphere will be applied some strain within and will break, as we can see right here. So this is the basics of master field. But what if I want to anchor, let's say, the upper part of this geometry? So what am I going to do? I'm going to take the anchor field that I have exported and copied into, and we made the FS anchor field generic custom. I want to put it in the scene, and let's make it a bit wider, and let's see what happens now when I will click on play. The upper part of the geometry collection wasn't anchored at all as we expected. And the thing is, if we want to anchor some sort of geometry within some sort of field, we want to go to the geometry collection that we want to anchor, and in the details panel I want to go into initialization field. Sorry for my English, guys. I'm not a native speaker. I want to click on add, and now I want to choose the field that I want to anchor with this geometry collection. This is the FS anchor field generic custom, And now let's see what is happening. If I click on play, this upper part of the geometry collection that was collided with the FS field has been anchored and not applied physics into it. So what basically this one is doing is checking on this geometry collection what is colliding, and every part of this geometry collection that is inside is just will be static. And what if we want to override it with a certain master field that I just want to override it with this custom field? I want to go into field settings. I think this is in advanced. Yes, I want to force dynamic switch, which override the kinematics nodes, setting everything within this volume to dynamic, and click on true. And basically, this angle field is setting every geometry within it to kinematic, so this master field will override it and make it dynamic. Let's see what is happening now. And yes, this is working, and we have managed to break geometry within the anchored part. So we can override this with the dynamic switch. I want to turn it off right now because I see some problem within this type of configuration. What if I have like a big building? Let's say this is my building right here, and I have like 4 different anchors that I want to do. I want like this one to be here and this one to be here and another anchor here. This means that I will have to go to each of those geometry collections and set up the initialization fields one by one, which will be very pain in the ass if I have like a really big building with ton of geometry collections and tons of anchor fields. So I made up with a solution, and we are going to make a blueprint that will do all this logic for us. I want to delete all of those and go to my folder, right click, choose blueprint class and choose actor. I'm going to call this actor BP anchor geometry collections, and I want to open this blueprint right here, and I want to add 2 scene components. The first one I'm going to call geometry collections, and the other one I want to call it anchor fields. Below geometry collections, I'm going to put all of my geometry collections. So let's put like 4 of those. You can play around with it and make like full buildings and whatever you want. I'm going to put 5 of those even. Just to show you guys, let's make it like this. Yeah, I think this is enough for the example. And under anchor fields, I want to put some anchor fields custom that we have made. Let's put like two of them. Let's do one here and another one. Let's do here. I want to compile and save, and let's get this one into the scene and put the master field within. Let's make this master field bigger, and let's click on play and let's see what is happening. All the geometry will be broken because we have still to initialize those fields inside the geometry collection initializations field array. So what am I going to do? I am going to go into the construction script, which the construction script is a script that is happening before begin play inside the editor. Each time we will be moving um, the actor that we have made. So I'm going to take the geometry collection. Wait a moment. I'm going to take the geometry collection scene component, and I'm going to get child components, and let's click on include all the sentences in case this is happening to you. I hope not, but just in case. And I want to for each every child component that we have, and I want to cast it to geometry collection component, and in case this is a valid geometry collection, this cast will be succeed. And I want to go into each anchor field in the scene, and I want to do a for each for each in first of all I want to get children components as I did here, include all the sentences, and here I want to do a for each. Let's do it like this, and those are child actor components. Those are not like field components or something, so I want to cast it to child actor component. And now I want to get this child actor component, and I want to get child actor and check if it is a valid one. I want to cast it to FS anchor field generic custom, which is the blueprint that we have made. If you are using the Unreal Engine FS field generic, you should cast it to this one, but I have want to cast it to my anchor field because this is what I am using like here. So we have this anchor field, and we have the geometry collection, and what I want to do is I want to get initialization fields array, which is the array that every geometry collection have. Let's get a random geometry. This is the array that we want to add the master field like we did before, but I want to do this automatically. So this is the array, and I want to add unique, and I want to add this anchor field right here. Now, what have I done? What have I done? So basically what have we done here? We loop and iterate each geometry collection and initialize every geometry collection with our uh, custom anchor fields. So now let's see what is happening when we click on play. We have successfully initialized every geometry collection with our anchor fields, and this is just looking great, and this algorithm will work like on any building that you will be creating with this geometry collection blueprint. So thank you guys, and if you like my content, please hit the like button and subscribe to me. Thank you guys.